Time now for your live Drive at 5 forecast, sponsored by Sheets Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. No problems on the roadway. We've got lots of sunshine, just some sun glare out there. Things were a lot different, though, about 12 hours ago. And welcome back to News Watch, folks. We've got a winter wonderland in southern West Virginia. The snow overnight's caked on the trees and the grass. Fortunately, a low impact event across the region in terms of travel. Now, many of you sent photos in across the region, and it was a winter wonderland all the way from Fayette County into Raleigh County, further north into Nicholas County. Now, take a look at the visible satellite imagery, because you can actually detect the snow cover on the ground using visible satellite imagery during the day. That spot in the center of your screen that's not moving, that is the snow cover that remains intact. Now, a couple things to keep in mind is there's a lot of standing water across the region, because over the last 7 days we've had anywhere from 1 to 2 inches of rain. So keep that in mind if you are traveling out and about. And some of that standing water will freeze at night as the temperatures drop below freezing, so keep that in mind as well. Once we get later in the week, another storm system is going to roll through. This one, though, will have more wind energy than anything else. And because we've got a lot of saturated soil, as you can see, a lot of these trees are submerged in a lot of watery soil. So that means the tree root system will sway back and forth, and that could increase the number of power outages we have across the region. So let's go inside into the Weather Center and check out your forecast. And check it out, we weren't the only ones that had snow. We had snow all up and down the northeast corridor. We had 15 inches in Chaloa, Pennsylvania. Sussex, New Jersey had 15 inches of snow. Mount Storm in West Virginia topped the list with 8 inches. And even in Maryland, Sibyllesfield near Thurmont, Maryland had 8 inches of snow. All these reports were from that system that moved north and east, and it was one of the first snows in New York City in about 2 years. Back home, we are still below average with snowfall across much of southern West Virginia, even the snowshoe area, which averages 130 inches in a winter. So the snow we had today, very minimal amount, just a drop in the bucket. Now going forward, we have clearing skies tonight. Our temperatures dropping back into the 20s. We are watching this low pressure. It's going to skedaddle its way down into our region, and that is going to be our next weather maker on Thursday. 36 in Marlington, 39 in Lewisburg, 40 in Beckley, 39 in Pipestem. We are above freezing right now, but we will drop below freezing in the morning. That's where you have to be concerned about a couple of icy patches. It won't cause any delays, though, with the schools. Clouds will build tomorrow with temperatures in the lower 40s. First system on the move, riding the polar jet stream down into our area on Thursday. Second storm system, this will be our weather maker Friday into Saturday, and that will produce a little bit of snowfall across the region. We have warm temperatures across the plains. We are in the lower 60s. So believe it or not, even though we will be in the 40s tomorrow ahead of the next storm, we are going to rebound very nicely on Thursday. But the thing to watch is this pressure gradient as this front approaches. The isobars are close together. We'll have lots of sunshine initially. That's going to stir up the winds. We will likely have some pretty strong gusts as the cold front comes through. Colder on the backside, and then the storm system that moves in for the weekend is going to produce a little bit of snow. Here is the wind potential on Thursday. Gust of 43 miles an hour, Route 19, I-64, Greenbrier Valley will see gust 48 miles an hour. The peak gust between 3 and 8 o'clock in the evening. Now there will be a couple of down limbs and scattered power outages. Not the magnitude, though, that we saw with the wind event back in January. Next storm system, a little bit of light snow, very fast moving moisture-starved system that moves through early Saturday. On the back side of it, we cool off until we warm it up early in the week. The biggest pressure drop is going to be with that front on Thursday evening when it comes through, and then the pressure will rise and stabilize a bit through early next week. So your full 7-day forecast, temperatures in the low 40s tomorrow. We hit 60 ahead of that front on Thursday. 41 degrees on Friday. Rain arrives in the evening that changes to snow, and that snow will accumulate about ½ an inch in most spots. Temperatures in the upper 30s, seasonable through the weekend, and then warming up by Tuesday with a high of 50 degrees. And I'm targeting our next snow for around February 23rd, February 24th, and these are the historical snowfall amounts during that day. It's very difficult to see on this graph, but most snow amounts in the range of about 1 to 3 inches of snow. So that's what I'm seeing with our weather trend through the latter part of February. And then guess what?
Huh.
We warm it up just in time for the very end of February into early March.
That's super exciting. I was looking at that chart and it looked like, I guess it'd be like 1948 to 1950. It had a huge spike in snow.
Yes, there was about 6-7 inches.
That's
and back
crazy.
in the 60s too, there was a period of snowy winters, and February 23rd and February 24th was on there several times with several inches of snow during that period of time. So really interesting when you look at a specific day, how much snow has accumulated and all the years that records have been met.
Yeah, it is crazy.
So.
It looks like Oak Hill, Beckley kind of got off easy with the snow. Huh?
We did, yeah, compared to see some of those pictures in Nicholas County and up towards Richwood, there was probably about 3 or 4 inches of snow compared to our, I guess about a half an inch. I didn't measure it, but it looked like about eyeballing it, about a half an inch of snow.
Well, I'm not complaining, Chad.
Yeah.
All right, now we have more news coming up after the break.